and thanks for joining us live today. I'm Frédéric Gonmel. I'm the Executive Vice President at Schneider Electric in charge of energy management business. And I have the pleasure to be today with Steve Whylight, our Energy Vice President of Schneider Advisory Services, which is our global consulting brand for Schneider Electric. And today we're excited to announce the launch of Resource Advisor Plus, which is the next generation of energy and sustainability intelligence platform. We are at a pivotal moment because the need for sustainability expectations reporting is increasing and organizations have a difficulty to keep it up. There is more need for reporting, more complexity, more decision-making KPI that needs to be filled. At the same time, AI is evolving, and we move towards analytics, and thanks to Copilot function, we are able to do much more collaborative intelligence. We have much more human expertise that is assisted by AI. This is a live discussion, so please drop your question in the chat. We'll answer as many as we can today live, and with that, let's start. Steve, let's start with you. Let's start with the big picture. Why do you consider is now the moment for a platform like Resource Advisor Plus?
Well, first, thanks, Fred. It's great to be here with you. As you know, we've been building towards this day, and I'm super excited about this and what we're talking about here today. But in a nutshell, the sustainability imperative is evolving. We all know that. Organizations are facing mounting pressure to track, measure, reduce environmental impact, save money, all while aligning against different business goals. So traditional data processes and manual approaches are really no longer efficient. Even traditional AI is no longer sufficient, but it's matured. AI has now matured beyond these basic analytics. So the talk of the town is agentic AI, but we've been at this for a while. And that is capable, the agentic AI is capable of planning, memory, multi-step reasoning, autonomous action, and it's really the next frontier for tackling complex enterprise scale sustainability challenges. And so you and I both know that AI alone can't navigate the complexity of energy and sustainability markets, but AI guided by the decades of domain expertise can. And that domain expertise exists within Schneider Electric and SE Advisory Services. And so when you take algorithms and machine learning work alongside human judgment, organizations will get outcomes that neither could develop or could deliver independently much faster. So more accurate emissions calculations, proactive data validation, and decarbonization plans that are rooted in real world feasibility is what's critical here. Anything you want to add to that, Fred?
Well, you said it mostly, Tim. Steve, sorry. There's a major capacity gap in the sustainability teams today in most companies. There is more demands for reporting. There is scrutiny of regulation. And there is as well operational complexity that is growing every day because the sources of energy are changing. And it creates the needs for intelligence on tap that augment human capability with AI-driven insights and execution. And we know that where human and machines work well together, companies see measurable performance improvement. And here it addresses both environmental goals that are extremely important and, of course, strategic business outcome. The market is today at an inflection point. Sustainability reporting becomes mandatory, and companies seek competitive advantage. AI-enhanced ecosystem will be essential for organizations that aim not just to comply, but to lead. And now that we have the industry context in mind, I think we have to talk more about what we are announcing today, which is Resource Advisor. Please, Steve, can you give us the highlight of the new software?
Yeah, the highlight really starts with what you said. We are at an inflection point, but we are super excited about the highlights of RA Plus or Resource Advisor Plus. We're launching this today, a next generation energy and sustainability intelligence platform, and it's being introduced at the World Economic Forum in Davos. So we're excited about the context. We're excited about what we're bringing to bear in the marketplace on behalf of our clients. But in a sense, essentially, this is debuting a modern AI native platform that consolidates what used to live live in separate tools into one connected multi-product environment. So what we have is purpose-built products for things like emissions management, supply chain decarbonization, climate risk, and reporting are designed to work seamlessly together. And by working seamlessly together, we're unlocking greater value than we would be as standalone tools. All of this is being powered by AI-driven workflows and a proprietary intelligence layer. Resource Advisor Plus transforms how organizations turn the sustainability data into real action. And it really builds on the foundation of Schneider Electric's global advisory footprint, leveraging a foundation of literally millions of energy invoices and supply chain invoices or IoT data, hundreds of thousands of locations and sites around the globe, billions upon billions of data points. And then on top of that, the human expertise from decades, literally decades of energy and sustainability consulting and advisory to deliver actionable intelligence at scale. And so we have not seen anything like this at any time in history. And so that's a big reason why we're excited to bring this to bear today.
And Steve, I think it's important to highlight that it's a result of more than 1 year of dedicated work. It's a major reinvention of Schneider Electric flagship enterprise-wide sustainability and energy management reporting platform, right?
Yes, that's absolutely correct. And in fact, in May of this past year, we announced a landmark multi-year initiative around this investment that we're making in this, dedicated to building a category, really truly a category defining agentic AI ecosystem for sustainability and energy management. So this initiative really empowers collaborative intelligence. I want to emphasize that to drive market leading outcomes and experiences for our clients, which will reinforce our leading position at the intersection of digital innovation, energy management, and sustainability. And RA Plus or Resource Advisor Plus is the proof point of this work. So the work actually began well before May, and it started well before May. We were at the cutting edge of that, but we point back to that May announcement as a real landmark.
And indeed, at the core of this initiative, we have agentic AI, right? And I had personally the opportunity to look at a demonstration of agentic AI. And what you see is software agents that are designed to work independently or collaboratively with clients, with consultants, anticipating the needs and adapting to complex environment in a time that is unbeatable, basically. It's really, it looks like a paradigm shift, right? Conventional software were there and we were using them and they were helping you to do tasks. Agentic AI is now doing those work for you, is transforming some efforts that sometimes were disconnected into an ecosystem that continuously optimize outcome. And this is our vision of what we call collaborative intelligence. What we call as well energy intelligence, with agentic AI working alongside human experts, of course, and as a true digital teammate, right? This is your digital teammate. This creates a multiplier effect. This automate complex data analytics and tasks, and it free our client focus to drive strategic initiative and innovation.
No, Fred, you're absolutely right. And I know there's times where you've wanted the digital Steve instead of the real Steve, but now you get both. And so that's what we talk about in collaborative intelligence. But I want to emphasize one thing that you finished on there. We're also committed to responsible innovation. So recognizing the energy intensity of AI, and you know we're steeped in that business in our work with data centers. Absolutely. I mean, that's a big topic of conversation, and how much energy consumption is increasing due to digital AI and AI in general. But we recognize the energy intensity of AI, and we're developing this investment with a focus on computational efficiency and responsible resource usage, integrating these principles of what we call frugal AI to deliver maximum intelligence with minimal resource consumption. And it's very difficult for many in the marketplace to make claim to this. You know, we both know because we've been in this company a long time. that sustainability is in our DNA.
Mm.
So when we approach this equation with sustainability in our DNA, the way we design and develop tools for addressing that is part of our DNA. So we build that frugal AI into the overall equation.
I love the frugal AI. Let's dive into the platform core products now and what makes them unique, and talk through the intelligence that power it all. So if you don't mind to bring us there.
Yeah. So yeah, I'd be happy to. There are two main things that are coming right here, right now. So available now. The first one, supply chain. So Resource Advisor Plus for supply chain is enabling organizations to measure and manage their scope 3 emissions across global value chains. Highly complex task. Anybody that's jumped into scope 3 and worked to manage that knows this is very complex. But the platform itself and the tool, this part of the tool, engages participants through a very tailored experience, providing action-oriented guidance along the way, supporting flexible data collection and reporting, which, by the way, Fred, you have to have, because some of this data is coming from ERP systems. Sometimes it comes from spreadsheets. So we've got to have flexible data collection and reporting. And then a third piece of that supply chain is distinct platform experiences, both for sponsors, those who are driving the program, as well as those people or those companies in the supply chain, the participants, to drive adoption and overall emissions reduction. So that's the supply chain piece available now. The second piece is the carbon performance. And really, this product transforms emissions tracking and enterprise-wide decarbonization, both auditable and automated and built for action. And one quick comment on this. When all of these reporting and compliance frameworks require things to be auditable, it is very hard for you to audit every action I take. The beauty of the agentic AI being built into the platform is we can audit everything every action, every thought, so to speak, that an agent takes. So the product transforms this into that type of framework. It accurately calculates and monitors scope 1, scope 2, scope 3 emissions using the verified emissions factors, flags data gaps, and enables organizations to set reduction targets and model decarbonization scenarios. So what we're doing is moving organizations from static reporting to dynamic, decision-ready carbon intelligence. Okay, so those are the two things primarily here that are being launched at the start of the year. Coming now as we go deeper into the year, climate risk. This is top of everybody's agenda. Resource Advisor Plus for climate risk helps organizations access or assess physical risks across different climate scenarios, visualize impacts, and build adaptation strategies for resilience. But it also supplies climate risk disclosure and decision-grade insights grounded in real-world scenarios. And so I think, I know this is a module and a piece of it that I'm particularly excited about, becoming very practical for companies to utilize. The next one is reporting and compliance, and that will be launching also this year. The product centralizes ESG indicator management, streamlining disclosure reporting, and automates this qualitative data extraction with generative AI. It is making things much simpler, much faster. We can see this as we utilize it in our own company. But disclosures can be exported in multiple formats with a roadmap towards fully automated reporting. There's very few companies that only adhere to CSRD, let's say. Most companies have CSRD, they have CDP, they have multiple frameworks that they're reporting to, and that's what this module, the reporting and compliance piece, is meant to do. And then, of course, throughout all of this is energy management, and this remains available for the client. So we have energy management capabilities built into this, including whether it's utility tracking, cost analysis, and efficiency management. All of those will remain available in an enhanced, highly enhanced experience and fashion within EcoStruxure Resource Advisor experience. So that's a quick summary of the things that are both in place and then coming this year as we go through the year.
And of course, Steve, at the core of Resource Advisor Plus, there is a unified data hub, right, that consolidates all energy and sustainability data into one trusted environment. And above this sits an intelligent AI orchestration layer that automatically connects, validates, acts on data across the organization, unlocking capabilities that were not possible before, right?
Absolutely. You're right, Fred. And that data hub is key. And that's why one thing I love about Schneider, we sit on the world's most robust, phenomenal data set. There's nothing that can really touch it. And so when I think about layering on top of that unified data hub, all of this expertise, domain expertise, and agentic AI, the intelligent AI, it's part of what gets our clients and ourselves very excited. So the architectural core of SE Advisory Intelligence, our proprietary knowledge layer that really digitizes in a way, think of it as digitizing multiple decades of consulting and advisory expertise, thousands of real world projects, dozens of regulatory nuances, and operational patterns into this context layer that the AI workflows and agents access to really complete queries and then offload work from users. So we're digitizing intelligence in a way that hasn't really been touched before. So it delivers deep context and precision, frugal AI by design, and collaborative intelligence, which is all designed to amplify human expertise and embed proprietary knowledge directly into workflows in a way that brings greater value to the client.
And of course, bringing this intelligence to life, that's where we see Sierra, right? That's what our clients are seeing. This is the platform's proactive sustainability partner and indeed our activation layer, right? And what Sierra does, it's interpreting complex data set, model scenario, detect anomalies, and orchestrate network of agents, of AI agents that work continuously behind the scene. Through natural interaction and automated enrichment, Sierra transforms intelligence into actions. It provides guidance, it provides decision, it gives as well greater confidence at every step of this sustainability journey.
Yeah, so Sarah is, we're super excited, as you know, Fred, about Sarah. You've met Sarah, I've met Sarah. Sarah is the external facing agent that our clients will get to know. They'll get to know Sarah in their own unique fashion, very customized for their experience. But behind Sarah are dozens of other agents that Sarah is calling on. I want to give one quick example. One agent is Anna. Her name is Anna. She's the anomaly agent. We have Reggie, that's a registration agent. So Sarah is touching these different agents to bring all of that to life. And so these specialized software products that are built on this platform are natively connected. This isn't something we've had to patch and band-aid together, but it's transforming the fragmented efforts that exist across carbon accounting, compliance, supply chain engagement, energy management, climate risk into a single unified workspace for action where you have this intelligence layer that Sarah brings, cutting across all of that sees all and knows all. It helps organizations deliver these measurable enterprise-wide sustainability outcomes.
So thank you, Steve, and thank you all for joining us today and for all your questions that we received engaging on the chat. Resource Advisor Plus is available now, and there will be, as explained by Steve, more products that will come soon. For more information, because it was fast, or if you require a demo of the tool, you can visit our website or you can reach out Schneider Electric directly. Thanks again to you, Steve, and to everyone to have been with us, and see you next time.
Thanks, Fred. Appreciate it.